Hey guys, Type0 here. One of the pretty common questions that I get asked a lot is what exactly is a VST? So VST is a studio technology that was invented by Steinberg, the same guys that created Cubase. The idea behind it is that it's essentially recreating physical equipment in a digital fashion. So VST stands for Virtual Studio Technology. There are three major types of VST plugins that you can get. The VSTi, which are the virtual instruments, the VST effects, which are things like reverb, compressors, limiters, filters, what have you, and then the VST MIDI plugins, things for sending transpose information, arpeggios, etc. Now, VSTs are Steinberg's technology. They opened up the technology to other developers to be able to create a vast array of plugins. There are a lot of free ones. There's a lot of commercial ones. There's some major players in the VST world, such as Native Instruments is definitely one of the big ones. Waves is another one of the big ones. They create a lot of fantastic plugins for producers to use. The thing with VST is that VST is dependent on whether or not the host. So in our case here, for example, it would be Cubase. Cubase is the VST host. So VSTs can only operate in hosts that are compatible with the VST standard. So things like Ableton Live and FL Studio are also both VST compatible hosts. If you look at another DAW, such as Logic, for example, it does not support VSTs. What it does support, however, is a very similar technology called AU, which are audio units. Or, for example, Pro Tools, which is also a very popular DAW. It uses a standard called RTAS. Effectively, they all kind of really do the same thing. They all kind of provide the same level of support and capabilities. And most of the very major players in the industry, like Native Instruments earlier, will actually put out their plugins in all three formats, the three primary formats, which are VST, AU, and RTAS. So regardless of the DAW that you're using, chances are you're going to be able to find the plugins that you're looking for. In some cases, there are plugins that are proprietary and are locked to a specific manufacturer. One of the really popular ones on the Logic front was one called the Clip Dis, which is a really unique distortion tool that's kind of locked into Logic and locked into the AU plugin type. So you can't find a VST version of that particular plugin. Other people have kind of recreated it using VST and RTAS capable technology, but you know, it is what it is. Software manufacturers always want to kind of leverage their technology and kind of give the users a little bit of extra reasons to use their software over somebody else's. But in short, that's what VST is. That's what VSTs are for. If you look at my screen real quick, you can see I've got a VST synthesizer loaded up, so a VSTi, and then a VST effect, which is this master verb here, which is a nice little reverb unit that I like using fairly often. So using them together kind of lets you manipulate the sound a little bit more and have more fun with it. So those are VSTs.